Hey guys, welcome back to Science Skills and Life Skills with Vikhyath. So today we'll be learning more about Watson. So we had already started with setting up Watson and learning about intents. So do check out my video if you do check out my last video if you haven't to know about intents and how to set up your Watson chatbot. So here I am at the dashboard of cloud.ibm.com. So to access the chatbot that you've already made, if you scroll down in the dashboard, you will be able to see a resource summary. And then you have to click on services, and then you have to click on the chatbot that you've already created. In this case, I have named it to Vikhyath. Now we have to click on launch Watson Assistant, and this will be redirected. We don't need this anymore. Okay, so now we have been redirected here. So as you can see, I've renamed my chatbot so that we get one real life example to work on. So we have so suppose you're working for a hotel, then called Paradise Hotel. So we'll be working on that with the hotel as the aim. So we have already created these two intents if you remember. So today we'll be learning about entities. So what are entities? So entities are nouns, like nouns or keywords. That is, they capture specific bits of information from the user, and just temporarily. Like suppose the user asks where is your Delhi hotel. So that Delhi will be captured as an entity. That's a the entity, and that will be stored temporarily as an entity. So to make an entity, you have to click on create entity in my entities, and then if you remember, intents had started with hashtag, but entity starts with at the rate. So let's give an entity value. Let's say we give location branches. So let's just take this imaginary hotel. Let's say this imaginary hotel has many branches. It has one in Delhi, one in let's say Coimbatore, and one in Bengaluru. So let's give a value. So by value I mean the bits of information which will be given by the user. So let's give the first one as Delhi. And the synonyms in Watson are very similar to the synonyms in which we learn in the English language. So here in Delhi can have has many places, right? So one user might say instead of Delhi, one user might say New Delhi. So because of that, we're going to give New Delhi. And then if you click on recommend synonyms, you're going to get some synonyms that Watson recommends for you. But unfortunately, there are no suggestions that match New Delhi, so we won't need it for now. And then click on add value. So as you can see, the value is added. So let's add one for Bengaluru as well. And here, if you click on recommend synonyms, just a second. Yeah. So it's given many synonyms, and out of this, I'm going to take Bangalore, and then click on add selected to get that synonym, and then click on add value. I just give one for Coimbatore as well, and then click on add value. Synonyms are not exactly necessary, but just to make your chatbot more user friendly, it's synonyms are good. And you might have seen this fuzzy matching. So let me tell you what is fuzzy matching. So in yesterday's video, I had told that Watson will recognize any spelling mistakes as a value. So at that time, I was talking about this fuzzy matching itself, but it's not only present in entities, but it will also be present in any other component of the of Watson assistant. So now we can click on that arrow once we are done. And now let's wait for Watson to finish training. Okay, so it says finished training. So now if I say where is your hotel at Bangalore? So even though the it says irrelevant because we have not given any intent, but it detects this the entity. So it says that it's of location branches entity, and this colon means is the the two lettered word is Bengaluru. So in essence, it says that entity location branches is Bengaluru. That's what is sensed. Now I'll give you one more example. Where is your hotel at? Bangalore. It still says that it is Bengaluru, not because of fuzzy matching, but because I had given that as a synonym. So this is where synonyms help us. So you never have any control of what the user says. So that's why giving synonyms can make your chatbot more user friendly. Now I'm going to show you where fuzzy matching comes into play. So as you can see, I've given a spelling mistake of Coimbatore. Sometimes it doesn't do because it's too. Wait. I give. See, so now it recognizes. Unfortunately, the CMBATORE is too incorrect. Because of that, Watson did not at all get it. But when I gave CMBATORE, it immediately recognized it. So slight spelling mistakes are Watson will recognize. Otherwise, they won't. So so you can make your chatbot more realistic by adding some misspelled synonyms, like how I had typed initially, right? Like CMBATURE. So like that, you can write more in intent or entity. Okay, so that is it for entities. uh, when clicking on entities, you might have noticed my entities and system entities. That's because entities are divided into two types: my entities and system entities. So until now we have explored my entities. So what are system entities? So system entities are already built by IBM, and already they're always always they're there in the they are pre-built in Watson. So unless we click on the switch, it won't be implemented. Otherwise it will. So if you click on this, it shows you the formats that it will recognize. So system number, system percentage, system currency, and so on. So these are entities. Now let's also explore dialog. So dialog just means it's just a fancy name for responses. So dialogues are formatted in a plant kind of way. So these boxes are called nodes, and this is called the I call it the stem, because after all this is a plant representation. So if you click on this node, it says if assistant recognizes welcome, and it gives many variations. So I've just now entered a variation of hi there, how can I help you? Uh, okay, and you can even set the response variations. So if I want sequential, it'll say first it'll say hello, how can I help you? And if the user again says hi, then it'll say hi there, how can I help you? Otherwise, if we set it to random, it can be any of these two. You can add more, but I'm going to keep it like this. And anything else is like as we had seen. So if I give it says I didn't understand, you can try rephrasing. That falls under anything else. So I'm not going to touch the welcome and anything else. So we need to add a node of our own. So for that, on welcome, click on the more node options and then click on add node below. Or instead of that, just a second. Instead of that, you can also click on that and then click on add node, whichever you feel is comfortable. Okay, so now let's enter a node name. So node names and all don't affect Watson, but just for the programmer, I mean the person who's coding this chatbot, just for our convenience, we get to enter the node name. So instead of entering a node, I'm going to put a folder, add folder. So a folder can contain multiple nodes. So here, so I'm going to name it to chit chat folder. And we're going to leave that. And inside, let's just delete this node. Or instead of deleting, you can just click on this more options, and then you can click on move, and then you can click on this folder and click on to folder. So it gets inside the folder. Now let's enter a node name, that is greetings. And if you remember, we had already created one intent known as greetings. So here it will come in handy. Uh, and to access that from inside the folder, you have to click here and then click on this. So let's enter a condition, hashtag intents greetings. So let us enter response. Hi there, how can I help you? Or instead of that, because it's already there in welcome, so as I've sent as I've given all these response variations, and I'm going to set it to random. Okay, so I've given all these assistant response. Okay, so now let's add one more child. So these nodes which are inside, so if we can add a node inside a node. So then this kind of node is called a child node. So a child node can have another child node. So those nodes will be called grandchild nodes. We will explore that in a while. And we can add child nodes below. We can add more of them. So for the greetings and thank you thing. So let's give thanks. If this assistant recognizes, thank you. So let's say no problem. Let's also give anytime. And if you want to get a little cheeky, you can also enter I aim to please. And you can also give say an emoji with Windows dot, because we are getting cheeky here. And instead of sequential, let's set it to random, just so that just for that. Okay, so that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.